Hello, I'm Dr. Joanne Rutkowski, Professor of Music Education at the Pennsylvania State University, and I'd like to share with you some strategies and activities for helping all children learn to sing. These are the fun things to do with children. I always start an activity with the large group, all of the children responding together. So they're comfortable, they know what they're going to do, and then I move to small groups. It might be boys, it might be girls, it might be row one, it might be if you're wearing yellow, it might be if you wear glasses, if you have blonde hair, if you have long hair, whatever. Ways to get the groups down. You can count numbers in groups 1, 2, 3, 4. A very simple activity you can do is pass out objects. Who has the penny? And if you have 3 or 4 children with pennies, they sing, I have the penny. You get used to doing that activity and then eventually only have 1 penny out. And that way a child will be able to sing by themselves. They're comfortable with what they're doing and they'll sing by themselves before they even realize they've sung by themselves. That gives you an opportunity to hear them. It also gives them an opportunity to hear their voice. When we sing in unison with everybody, we can't hear our voices. You can also do rondos, where the children always sing the same pattern and you sing something different. And again, you can have small groups do that and then eventually individuals. Of course, tonal ostinatos, just some ideas. I like to also have songs that are shared, a song that they know. Maybe the first row sings the first phrase and everybody echoes them. They're going to be teacher today. So just ways you can start with large groups, whittling down to small groups, and then eventually have those individual children sing. It's really important that they have opportunities to sing individually, but you need to make it comfortable and you need to make it part of what you do in class all the time. It's important to assess singing, and of course you need to first assess so you can provide appropriate instruction and feedback. Assessment is ongoing. You need to constantly be listening and watching what they're doing. And determine the type of singer by listening informally. You know, in small group singing, it's amazing how you can still hear individuals within a small group. Of course, individual singing, you can hear the children. And walking around the room, proximity to the kids, it's amazing when you get away from the front of the room and you're walking around how you can hear that girl in the back row and what she's doing with her singing voice. And then it's important, I think, to formally assess every now and then, to have some activity where you can record the children's voices in class within the context of an activity, listen to them later, and see how they're really doing when you're not worried about what's happening in the classroom. So that's important. It's also important to provide feedback. So I call this my feedback cycle. I believe the feedback needs to be positive first. However, sometimes positive reinforcement turns into lying. So if it's not good, don't say good. But think of something that has been good. Thank you for trying. You haven't sung for us before. Or I really heard your voice. Wow, you really project. But then give specific feedback, both verbal and a model. But you were projecting so much, it was a pretty heavy voice. Let's see if you can use a lighter voice like this. I heard, I have a key. And I'd like to hear, I have a key. So I model and I have the student echo. And often I'll model and have the whole class echo, which involves the kids, so they're not getting antsy while I'm working with this one student. And that one student has an opportunity to practice before I sing again and have that individual go. So in groups, I have all the students try and then the individual. And it's amazing how they can correct themselves.